What if one conversation could change somebody's eternal destination forever, but fear is holding you back? In this video today, you are going to learn how to conquer the fear of sharing your faith so that you can evangelize on a daily basis. First, I want to say this. Fear is something normal that we go through in our life. Most of our life is overcoming fear. Fear of rejection, fear of I don't know what to say, fear of death, fear of persecution, fear of many different things. But number one thing that we need to understand is that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but we've been given a spirit of love and a power and a sound mind. And so when we know this, that when we became adopted into the family of God, we were given these tools to overcome fear. What is that? Love, power, and a sound mind. Fear isn't from God. Boldness is. We want to grow in our boldness and our confidence in who God is in our life, because when we become confident in who God is, we will begin to conquer fear in our life more and more. I'm going to give you 3 practical tips on how to conquer fear in your life. Number 1, let's look at this right here. Become confident in the Holy Spirit. Having a prayer life, a consistent prayer life, praying before you go out and evangelize, or talking to the Holy Spirit like a person every single day, living a life of communion with the Holy Spirit. I like to say, the more you talk to the Spirit, the more you walk in the Spirit. I teach this all the time. When we become confident in the Holy Spirit and having that conversation with Him, we begin to have confidence in Him to lead us and guide us, and we start to overcome that fear. So number 1 is pray. Number 1, pray, pray, pray. Number 2, overcoming the fear of what to say. Well, this is how you overcome. You have to just do it. You have to open your mouth and do it. The best way for you to open your mouth and overcome that fear is by sharing your testimony, sharing a testimony of what God has done in your life. Maybe you're saying, I've been saved my whole life. I don't really have a testimony to share. You can share a testimony of what God has done in your life that testifies of how good God is, and lead it right into the gospel. Now, you might say, I'm introverted, I don't like to talk a lot. Well, number 1, you have to understand what introvert and extrovert is. Introvert has nothing to do with conversation with people. Introvert and extrovert has to do with where you pull your energy to be able to be around people or to be alone. For instance, an introvert is a person who pulls all of their energy for the day by being by themselves to where they can pour out to other people, because usually introverts will feel drained after they've been in a large gathering or evangelizing or preaching, something like that. An extrovert will actually pull all of its energy from preaching, from sharing the gospel, from being around lots of people, having conversation, so that that person is empowered to be alone. So if you're saying, I'm introverted, that's an excuse. We must learn to get over all the excuses, because we have the Holy Spirit who has all the tools inside of us to be able to do this. Tip number 3, how to overcome fear in sharing the gospel. This is so important that you must learn to do this. Fall deeply in love with who Jesus is. The more we fall in love with Christ, the more we know His character, His nature, His desires, the more that we know the deeper things of God through the Holy Spirit, the more that we will have a desire for what He desires. And what does God desire? He desires that all men should be saved. Apart from having a deep connection from God, there is no desire to see souls saved. I love to use this example. When I fall in love with something, like tacos, because I'm here in Mexico, right? We got a lot of tacos. I fall in love with some good tacos. I eat some good tacos and I'm like, man, this taco shop's so good. I start telling everybody about this taco shop. It's the same way when you fall in love with a woman. Man, I'm married, I got 5 kids. I love my wife more than when we got married, and I say that confidently. And I want to tell you something. I tell everybody about my wife. I brag on my wife. I say how beautiful my wife is, how amazing my wife is, because I love her deeply. It's the same way with our relationship with God on how we overcome fear in sharing our faith. We must go deeper in God. So I want you this week to start asking the Lord to show you on a daily basis who you should talk to. And then come back and type in the comments below and share with us your experience on how it has been going, conquering fear in your life. Like this video if it's helped you, and if you know somebody that needs to break the fear barrier in their life, share this video with them and don't forget to subscribe. Hasta la próxima.